Hey, Josie.
She's right behind you.
Josie. The singing dog. Sing for us, Josie. That's beautiful, Josie. Okay. She wants to get out now. Oh, she just pushed the door open herself.
Yeah.
Nice dog.
She's smart like that.
Beautiful doggy. What are you doing?
That's the start of Barracuda, the song. Ooh, Barracuda.
But you gotta say Barracuda. There you go. Sounds like there's a drain in your voice.
Yeah. That thing is pretty terrifying.
This is a mic that my sister gave me for my birthday. She was like, "Hey Dad, you can use this thing for your podcasts." So, here, we're using it. Thank you, Siobhan. Thank you, my sister.
And that's probably enough of that.
Did she? Yeah, it's a pretty draining thing. Did she explicitly say you can use this for your podcast?
Well, she knows I like doing like music and stuff, so she's like, but yeah, I said I could use it for my podcast, and she was like, yeah, that's what I got it for.
Yeah, of course. That's what it's there for.
That's what it's all about.
It's been a while, Dan.
It's been a little while.
It's been a couple weeks. Been like.
I don't even know. Oh, forgot to unplug the noise thing.
Oh yeah.
Can you?
Okay, we'll just
pull that.
We'll
blue.
just cut this then.
Yeah, just pull that out.
Oh, that's much better.
Oh, that's much better. I don't know if you noticed, listener. Get a buzz
listener,
thing.
One listener, the one listener we have.
Auntie Kate, yo, what's up, Auntie Kate?
What's up, Auntie Kate? I've never met you, but I'm sure I will meet you at some point. That's the power of editing.
Yeah.
Watch this. I'm gonna say a strand of slurs.
Okay.
And that's the power of editing. You didn't even hear those slurs. It's beautiful. Oh god. It's pretty bad.
This is not a great start. I think.
No. I didn't know we were starting. In my defense.
And it was all like fuzzy anyway. So let's start again from here.
Yeah. This can be our cut.
My name is Giovanni Giorgio, but everybody calls me Giorgio.
Yep. Here we are back. The Resetters are back together again.
Yeah, we're in a different location this time.
Yes.
We're in a beautiful countryside house at this point.
In another commune.
In the same commune, just like in the sister part.
Ah, is that how it works? You're like
kind of.
All the communes are all...
Yeah. Everyone knows each other. That's
right.
the thing.
Is there a limit, though? What if you just know one person in the commune? That doesn't make you, like, communal,
No. You got to be in one of the houses. We've got Gryffindor, Hufflepuff.
Right. There's got to be, like, what, like, 50... There's, like, the tipping point, like, 50% know each other, then you become one commune.
Then you're part
even
of the
though
commune,
we're about 30 kilometers away from...
Yeah.
Where Devin used to live with me. Now we're this commune, or this, what do I call this thing? This place, this house.
Yeah.
This is cool.
This sister commune, I guess is commonly referred to.
Right. All communes are feminine then.
Yeah, all communes are feminine. That's something some people may have learned today, but all communes are feminine.
Yeah, and this one is called Candlewood.
Candlewood, yeah, the unofficial title, Candlewood.
I'm looking out the window right now, and I can see at least 100 trees.
Some big cedars right out front, like right there, massive trees.
I can't even see the forest from the trees.
Yeah,
that's how many trees there are.
There is no forest; it's just trees. Yeah. So how have you been? What have you been messing around with in the meat space?
Meat space in this meat vessel that I'm trapped in.
Yeah.
This meat cage.
In your current meat form.
Yeah, I have been, I guess, trying to just, stay reset and live I've been back at work now, so that's been.
And you're a school teacher, right?
Yeah. That's been good. Yeah. Like I went back to work and then they're like, welcome back. We've got 3 weeks left before the holidays begin. So my boss is like, look, don't even worry. Just like the kids have been, they're like 13 and they haven't even seen they've been locked up with their parents for 100 days. So that was my nightmare when I was 13. Yeah. Forced to be in, isolation, quarantine with my parents. Jeez. So my boss is like, just let them have fun. And I'm like, yep.
Yeah, because I mean it's a pretty difficult time for everybody, but especially more difficult for people that are stuck with one person. We're lucky.
Or if you're by yourself,
Yeah, if you're by yourself, we're lucky because we live in these communes that we're able to be surrounded by people that care about us.
Yeah, well, I tell some people that I live, with like 30 people or something in the commune. They're like, "Oh my God, I'm getting anxiety just thinking about terrible.
That." Yeah. No, it's pretty great.
I saw one guy at work just yesterday or the day before, and I was like, "Hey, how you been?" And he's like, well, I live by myself." So he seemed different. Yeah, like when someone goes to jail and then they come out and they're not exactly the same again. Like it kind of had that
same thing.
I think he'll be okay, but the vibe I was getting from him was like, wow, shit, man. He said he spent a lot of time looking in the mirror.
Really?
Well, they had to have company, so I think he probably just like set up a mirror in the lounge like when he had dinner. Could you pass the salt? Thank you.
He either became best friends or worst enemies with his own reflection. Yeah. There's no middle ground. It's one of the two.
Yeah. I wonder how many mirrors he had to buy.
just to keep himself
You suck. I'm getting a new flatmate.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, it's just trade out flatmates by changing mirrors. It's the same person.
Get that mirror that makes you look skinny.
I couldn't imagine doing this alone again. For the first level 4, I was pretty alone. I lived in a flat, but I was living with 3 people that were really self-isolating. Like they.
You mean they were dicks?
Yeah, they were dicks. They hung out in their room. And then when lockdown ended, they were like, we don't want to live with you because we don't feel like we can come out of our room. And I'm like, what the hell?
What?
Why? What? I gave them no indication.
Why didn't they feel like they could?
I don't know, man. They said I was.
Because you were too social.
I was too aggressive. That's what they said. I was too aggressive.
Oh, really? Yeah. Like aggressive, or like?
They didn't elaborate. They weren't smart enough to elaborate. Maybe that's what they mean. Maybe I'm too insulting.
Can you read what my shirt says right now?
Don't be a dick.
Boom.
Yeah, I can only barely read it.
I know, that's the subtleness of it.
It's black text on a black shirt.
Yeah, this is also a present from my sister, as is this microphone that she gave me.
It's gonna make some.
Is ready to pair.
The Bluetooth is ready to pair.
Yeah, because this is
actually supposed to be a karaoke machine.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can play Bluetooth through it and then you can sing. I was doing it the other night, but I was singing like the songs.
Yeah.
Like with this. I forget what I was singing. Something like I did it my way or some crazy song. I did Rasputin, by Boney M.
Yeah. Rah, Rasputin, Russia's greatest love machine.
And after that finished, my flatmate was like, "Hey Dan, do you think you could stop?" Yeah.
Never do that again.
Yeah, basically, it's the worst form of karaoke. Hearing sour. Which one's the I?
Salmon.
Right.
Sauron and Salmon.
Saruman and Sauron.
Yeah, I don't know.
I always mix them up.
Sorry if I've just insulted every Lord of the Rings fan in existence.
We shouldn't have made the names so similar for two characters that are like the most similar characters.
Call him Carl. Like, call him literally anything else other than
Carl. Which one would you call Carl, though? The I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Carl's watching
the
you.
The evil eye. Like, can you imagine just if J.R. Tolkien was like, you know what, I'm gonna name this like it's the best fantasy novel ever written, and the ultimate enemy's name is Carl.
Yeah, he was a bit too obvious though with the guy he called Wormtongue. I was like, I wonder if he's gonna turn out to be a bad guy or not.
His name is Wormtongue.
Yeah,
of course he's gonna be a bad guy. Yeah. I need to rewatch those movies. It's been a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always feel like I'm overdue for a watching of Lord of the Rings. I need to, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I need to rewatch The Hobbit, the whole series.
Yeah, I hate you for that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. I'll take that. That's okay. Hate.
His new movie is just a documentary on the Beatles making the White Album. I think it's like 8 hours of them just like arguing over how the song's supposed to go.
That sounds great.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, heard mixed reviews. I mean,
Yeah.
I used to be obsessed with the Beatles, and so if you had to show me this documentary 10, 20 years ago, I'd be like, oh my God. But now I'm like, I actually was playing mini golf today, and we listened to Rubber Soul the whole time I played mini golf.
What's Rubber Soul?
Baby, you can drive my car. Dun, 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 dun.
Is that a Beatles song, I'm assuming?
Yeah, this is the album Rubber Soul.
Oh, okay.
And what was really weird was the last song on the album is all about like how he's gonna kill his girlfriend if she cheats on him.
Oh my God.
Well, that's really dark for the Beatles, yeah.
Yeah, that's not how I imagine the Beatles at all. I like I've said on a previous podcast, I haven't spent much time listening to the Beatles. You highly recommended the White Album, but
Oh, I did. Oh, yeah.
I haven't spent a lot of time actually listening to the White Album, if I'm being honest.
It's the best, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the album, the fifth member of the Beatles?
What?
It's the audio engineer,
Oh.
George Martin. So the
George
album
Martin.
before the White Album was like his like time to
album.
shine. Where
Oh,
his album where like it was it's renowned for having all these audio tricks, and they only had 8 tracks and
Yeah, because I know that's what I know the Beatles for. They're
studio gimmick. Yeah, breaking
breaking the
barriers and
mold of studio norms.
what they could do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the White Album was going back to basics after like the Sgt. Pepper's. And so George Martin hated it. He was like, "No, come on, let me do more.
I need more
audio
funk.
engineering." Yeah, and they're like, "Get the fuck out of here, George."
I need more funk.
Yeah,
I can't do it if
he
you
needed
don't give
more.
me
Yeah, like
the proper amount of
reverse
funk.
reverb.
Yeah, I really need to spend my music has been very stagnant for the last 6 months or so. Like I've listened to the same artists and the same music over and over again, which is great. I've been listening to artists like the Beths and Aesop Rock and some of the weirder obscure stuff, but it's good. It's good music. It's just stagnated. It's just all I hear is the Beths.
Yeah. I'm looking out for some new, albums. Conan just put out a new one.
Oh yeah, Conan
Jazz
Moccasin.
Busters 2. I think it's like he made the album Jazz Busters, and then he made the album Jazz Busters 2, which is not as good as
Wait, who is this?
Conan Moccasin.
Oh yeah.
So Jazz Busters 2 is the name of the album, which is not as good as Jazz Busters 1, but I think he knows that because it's like
It's
the
second one.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they did the
Oh
Ghostbusters.
my God, I forgot there was a second Ghostbusters movie.
Yeah.
I completely forgot there
It's
was a
definitely
second.
worth forgetting.
Yeah.
It's like the guy in the painting who wants a baby.
Is that
Yeah.
the plot?
That's what I remember. Yeah.
Oh
and
my God.
There's pink slime.
I remember Pink Slime.
Yeah. under
But
the
I remember
city.
Pink Slime because of like Gushers or something.
I think it was just so bad that they just decided to stop making Ghostbuster movies after that. And they had the
animated series didn't stop them.
Oh, well, that's all based on the first one, though.
Yeah.
Slimer.
Yeah.
It's like a recurring.
Is Slimer in the second one? No, he's
No.
not. He's the best character.
Yeah, but I think once they catch them, they're like Pokemon. They could put them in that box and then they store them. Oh, no, the end of Ghostbusters 1, they all get released.
Oh. Is that how
Then-
the Marshmallow Man is made? I don't.
No.
That's another movie I need to watch. I
What?
think I need to spend some time.
Yeah.
I've seen it, but it's been so long.
It's really cool. The end of Ghostbusters 1, right? This
Yeah.
is woman, and she's completely naked, except she's got bubbles all over her body, like in the right places, so you can't
Oh,
quite
yeah.
see,
Can't see any
her
biz.
nipples or
Yep.
And she's like, the demon, the villain you will fight is whatever you think of. And so they're like, oh, don't think of anything. Don't think of anything. Empty your mind. Empty your mind.
Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, then there's like, doom, doom.
Fuck.
Yeah, and then the guy's like, you remember that jingle, the marshmallow guy? Did you have that in the States?
Yeah.
So you know who it is.
Yeah,
the
I know. No, I
Stay
know.
Fresh.
I know was Stay Puff?
Yeah, Stay Puft.
Stay
Yeah.
Puff Marshmallow Man?
Looks like the Michelin Man.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks like the Michelin Man's like slightly overweight cousin.
I don't know. They're both like Michelin Man's not exactly anorexic.
No, but he's buff. That's the difference.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pause.
Yep. Somebody wanted to talk about something,
Yeah,
and then they
yeah,
ran away.
We almost had a minute of another person.
So that stay fresh marshmallow thing, that's a real thing. The marshmallows. Well, the profits must have just soared after that film came out. Everyone was going to buy that.
I think it was a
Product placement.
giant advertisement. Yeah.
Yeah.
For Stay Puft Marshmallows.
I think they went around all the confectionery companies and one of you is going to be the, 100, I don't know, like 800-foot monster.
Tall.
Yeah.
Very, very tall. Yeah.
In this movie, and you're going to be like 20. That's going to be like big. So.
Yeah. We need a lot of money from you.
Yeah. What could have been the alternatives then, like a giant lollipop?
Yeah, just Brahms giant lollipops.
I don't know. Werther's original.
Werther's just a giant.
It's like an old
Werther's
man.
Yeah. He's offering everybody candy as he's walking around.
This is walking cane smashing buildings.
Yeah. Oh my God, that would have been a completely different movie.
A jelly jet plane. I love those things.
I don't think we had those in the States.
Right, that's pretty Kiwi.
It's
thing,
very Kiwi thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. If for some reason we were to ever get international listeners, we're in New Zealand.
That's right. Devin is from Texas.
Yeah, I'm from Texas.
Yeah.
And Dan may not sound like it, but he's definitely a Kiwi.
Yeah, I'm definitely born and bred West Coast.
Yeah.
One of the smallest towns in the country. We were talking the other day though, like about how if New Zealand and Australia, New Zealand and USA went to war, like obviously USA would just be like
Demolish them.
like,
yeah.
But how could New Zealand defeat USA? There would be a way,
Oh, I think they'd come in and they'd just be really nice. Like they'd come in and no one would expect them to be a threat, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere,
like Jacinda Ardern comes in and she's all like friendly, but she's actually like got like a gun in her hair or something. Who shoots Biden in the face?
Yeah.
We're taking over. New Zealand's running USA now.
We are USA now. We are the New Zealand United States.
Yeah,
the United States of New Zealand.
Maybe 3% of Americans would be like, yeah.
I think you're giving Americans too many credit.
Really?
For 3% to agree on something?
I don't know.
Something?
It's hard to do a survey on that kind of shit. How do you feel if
New Zealand took over?
Took over USA.
I don't think.
Probably haven't heard of New Zealand. A lot of them.
Yeah. Well, it's funny when I first moved here, people were talking to me about not thinking New Zealand existed.
Yeah.
They were like
you met a woman from Auckland, right?
Yeah.
So when she first did that, did you think she said Oakland?
No. I knew she said Auckland. I just had no idea that was a place.
Yeah.
I had no knowledge of the geography of New Zealand.
Oh, I'm from a made-up town too.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm from Treeland.
Yeah, I'm from Fliggleflorp. I've spent.
Yeah,
all
we're
my life
making up names. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but people only really associated it with the idea of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Everyone thought it was a fantasy place because Lord of the Rings was a fantasy world.
What you mean? They realized New Zealand was real because of Lord of the Rings?
No, they thought New Zealand was fake because of Lord of the Rings. Yeah. I don't know.
That's elaborate. We're gonna invent a fake country to shoot this film in because there's nowhere on the planet that could actually look like that.
So essentially, that speaks to the intelligence of the large population of the United States.
Burn.
Or at least Texas. There's a lot of smart people.
They invented the country New Zealand for Lord of the Rings.
For Lord of the Rings. Yeah, no, that is the kind of things I would hear. Believe it or not, that was the kind of things I would hear.
What do they think now? Devon's living in that fake country.
Yeah, he's run away to the fake island of Lord of the Rings land. New Lord of the Rings land.
Yeah, because I guess the way they film it, there's they don't show any houses or buildings or anything. So it's like, it's just an uninhabited island that nobody bothered to claim.
Yeah,
this would be perfect for a fantasy film.
Yeah. I'm gonna give people in the United States the benefit of the doubt and say that they thought it was an uninhabited island. I don't think that's true, but I have to give them the benefit of the doubt.
I think they just never heard of New Zealand, but when
Yeah.
the film came out, they're like, "Oh, okay, that's a real country." No, they're like, "That's part of Australia."
Oh, speaking of which, there's a new Lord of the Rings TV show coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a few people in the
Working on it, yeah.
community
Rose
working
is
on
in it, and she just lost her job because they're moving it to England.
Yeah. Yeah, well, like,
And actually, it's not called Lord of the Rings because it's a different
yeah.
age. It's
It's
set before
before,
the
yeah.
ring was even made.
it's a prequel, yeah.
Yeah, so they can't think of a good name for it yet.
The untitled Amazon project.
The Similarian is not that catchy.
The Similarian.
Like that's the book that they're using a lot for the lore, right? You know, that kind of unfinished Tolkien.
Yeah,
extra
that's
stuff.
not going to sell. If you call it the Similarian, no one will watch it.
Yeah. What about the USA when Harry Potter in the first book they called it the Philosopher's Stones, but for the USA they're like, no, or is it the source? Yeah, so they had to change it.
Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah, because for the USA they're like, no one's gonna read it if it's called the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah.
So they had to Americanize it and became the Sorcerer's Stone.
Do you know the history of the Philosopher's Stone? And like the idea behind what the Philosopher's Stone is?
You mean Harry Potter?
No, the original. Like what the
Oh.
So the Philosopher's Stone is a conceptual idea from, I'm not going to say a date because I'll get it wrong, from medieval times where alchemists it was a theoretical idea that alchemists could use something called this Philosopher's Stone to transmute anything into gold.
Alchemy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the ultimate what's that literary term used when it's like it's just like the fix all.
Machina ex Deus.
Yeah,
Machina ex Deus, yeah.
Yeah. But Deus ex
Okay,
machina.
yeah.
Deus ex
Machine of the
machina.
gods,
Yeah,
god
yeah,
of the
yeah.
machine, whatever.
It's the thing that can just solve all of the problems that are there. And that's pretty much what the Philosopher's Stone was. So it's pretty funny that it was used for Harry Potter.
Yeah,
Out of
I
anything.
read the book, the first one at least, so I don't remember much about philosophy and stones.
But I think it was supposed to represent something like Voldemort's. I don't know. We could talk about Harry Potter all night.
I couldn't. I'm getting bored already. Like, fucking hate Harry Potter.
Are you more of a Lord of the Rings fan?
I don't know. Just like,
Harry Potter doesn't sit right with you.
yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
I don't know.
It's not for everybody. I mean, it's for a large population of the world, but not for everybody.
Like the first films and books, like he's like 12, 8,
Yeah.
9.
He's really young.
Yeah, so it's like really aimed at little kids. So I kind of liked it as
Yeah,
it got a
yeah.
little bit on, and then like by the last one, it's like a bit more grim death, and it's even cool like the Deathly.
Deathly Hallows.
And then I was like, okay, I can do this.
I'm down. Yeah, I fuck with
bit
the fourth
childish,
book.
I thought.
Yeah. Well, no, because you weren't of the pivotal age of Harry Potter when it came out, were you?
But when The Simpsons came out, I was the same age as Bart.
Oh.
But yeah, maybe when Harry Potter came out,
Yeah.
you were the same age as Harry.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I
Yeah.
was the same age as Harry, so I had that that instant association where I was like, oh, I'm a wizard.
yeah,
Like,
obviously.
if Harry's a wizard and he's my age, I'm a wizard.
I won't have to stay too much longer in this place under the stairs.
Yeah, my mom will
my-
let me out eventually.
Yeah.
Oh, they got dark. They got dark quick.
Just waiting for that owl.
Yeah, I just need that
I
owl so I can
know.
escape. No, they don't allow that kind of action in the United States. I don't know how you guys do in New Zealand.
What
but
action?
where they put their kids underneath stairs. We don't have stairs to a.
You've heard of the housing crisis in Auckland. I'm sure there's a bunch of people living under the stairs here that
yeah.
are happy to fucking be there.
For $400 a week.
No, realistically, you'd pay like 80.
No,
more. No.
In Auckland,
No,
you
no,
pay
no.
$200 a week for.
No, 200 is for a room.
Yeah, this
Like
this
a
would be
proper room.
an illegally classified room. They would
I don't know
classify
if
it as a room.
can you illegally classify. Like, I know garages can be illegally classified, but I don't know if there's like, if you put someone in a wardrobe, is it illegal? What if they want to be there?
Well, it's not illegal, but it's illegal to advertise it as a room. Like we've got someone in the community currently living in a garage, But they did that by choice,
Right.
and they own the house that they're living in.
Okay, but they choose to live in the garage.
But they chose to live
Oh
in the
my God.
garage because they thought they could get the most space.
Fucking first world problems, eh?
Where am I going to live? The garage or a bedroom? Oh no.
The house I own.
Yeah,
Shit,
the
I
house
know.
that I own.
Ah, so that's like the loophole is like you show someone the room, but you don't advertise it. You're like,
Yeah.
here's a garage.
It's not a room,
It's not a room.
but you can live in here if you want.
Somebody could sleep in there if they wanted it, and they could also pay like $150 a week for the privilege. Not that I
Yeah.
would advertise that,
Yeah.
but imagine if
The money,
know,
the money is actually for utilities.
yeah,
$150 in utilities. Everyone else pays $30 in utilities, but you pay $150 because you have the privilege of living in a garage.
What if it's a really nice garage though? Then does the council go like, okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
He
It's
can
a
stay
bougie.
there.
It's
Like,
a bougie
yeah,
garage.
like look at all those fucking lamps.
That's how classy something is equal to the amount of lamps that are in that room.
Oh, there's one right next to me.
Oh yeah.
I should turn that shit on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to edit
No.
this out.
Yeah. We'll just pause here. Take a little
Okay.
little
Sorry, excuse me.
few minute break while he figures out how to turn on the lamp. No, it's on the back of the head
Oh, why didn't you just tell me that? Boom.
because it's more fun to watch
Okay.
flounder.
Just imagine
Wait, hold on. I got a
I'm
light.
bathed in a really beautiful light. It's one of those light bulbs where you like, if you shake it, it's like full of springs.
You look like you're about to give me a counseling session.
I did just actually apply for a counseling course, and they're supposed to get back to me, but they're like, look, if we don't get back to you before the end of November, send us an email. I'm like, how about you just get back to me?
Yeah, just let me know. Just tell me what's going on.
Yeah, how about you run the university in a way that
Functions
people-
like a university.
Yeah. So it's almost the end of November, so I'm guessing that I'm gonna like contact them and be like, "So you didn't get me? You didn't choose me, did you? Because if you had like really wanted my money and let me in the course, you would have definitely emailed me and be like, you're in."
Yeah, because I mean, they're still a business. Like they've still got to run like they're trying to make money. Oh, speaking of which, I know this is probably not of any interest to anybody on the sound space, but I'm going to be going to university next year.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to go study horticulture.
Oh, that's perfect for you.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
Glad to
I
hear
was
that.
like,
Cool.
that's- yeah, sure, I'll take that.
Cool.
Yeah, my partner encouraged me to
Yeah.
apply for a horticulture degree. And
I have studied horticulture.
what's that, Dan? Do you want to elaborate?
Culture of, no, I don't.
yeah, I didn't think so.
Damn it.
You called my bluff.
Yeah. This podcast is R13.
Yeah, is it? We've never actually decided on like what the
I'm not ready to talk about horticulture yet.
yeah.
Like my personal study of it.
Yeah, a few more beers and you'll get into it.
Fuck, on my deathbed.
That's the moment you're like, all right, let's
Yes, I'm-
podcast.
So I'm gonna save my best pun forever, like my dying last words on my deathbed, and I'll like have a really good pun ready to go.
Oh God, you're gonna be one of those people.
Yeah.
The last words your family is ever gonna hear from you is a pun.
Yeah. I've gone beyond death with this pun. It's not a pun, but I was like gonna have my headstone say, "See you in hell."
Oh yeah.
And it's still sitting with me okay.
Yeah, you're still
like,
okay with
yeah,
seeing hell? You're
so-
pretty confident that you're going to hell.
No, I don't believe in hell at all. I just think it's a fucking hilarious thing to have on your headstone.
See you in hell, bitches.
Yeah. Anyone listening to this, when I die, this is my will and testament. I want my headstone to say, "See you in hell." If there's any money in my bank account left, just use that to pay for it. Otherwise, please make a GoFundMe. Because I'm pretty sure like a lot of whoever's paying for it is going to be like, I'm going to pay for his headstone, but I'm not putting
that on
it. Yeah, like if you want me to
Yeah.
pay for it, like a headphone's probably like a couple of grand.
Yeah.
Those fucking guys
Headstones are
are.
expensive.
Yeah.
It's quite funny because you have to buy your headstone before you die. Like, think about
That's
that.
what I should die. That's what I should do. That's what I should die.
No, you shouldn't die.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna die.
yeah. No, we're all gonna die.
I got some bad news for you. Oh, you know
Yeah.
that. Oh, phew,
Yeah.
phew.
Sorry, everybody on the meat space. You're gonna die. It's just gonna happen. Like it may come unexpectedly. I hope it doesn't. but it may come unexpectedly.
Unless it's nicely unexpected, like in your sleep
Yeah.
when you're like 90.
Mid-orgasm.
So you're coming and going at the same
Yeah,
time.
coming and going at the same time. Ha ha. Oh God, I'm excited for your headstone.
Yeah?
It's gonna be good.
Yeah. I'm hoping it'll at least like feature in like the local newspaper and stir up a bit of controversy.
Yeah.
Like some conservative Christians or something coming out being like, "You can't say that.
We're
We don't want to go to the cemetery and like be reminded that
Hell
assholes like
exists.
him are in hell." Yeah.
Because we're going to hell. No, I would highly suggest you put it in a church graveyard too, like specifically a church graveyard.
I already have a plot.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, my mum come home one day. She's like, because I'm from this tiny town.
Yeah.
This graveyard's never gonna get filled.
Yeah.
And she's like, "I got to surprise you guys." And we're like, "Oh, what'd you buy us?" And she's like, "I got you headstones.
Oh my God.
I mean, grave plots."
Oh my God.
Yeah, because like my great uncle and my grandma and granddad are already there, and a bunch of old relatives that I never met, and so it makes sense that I'm gonna be buried there.
That's so morbid.
Yeah, there was like a deal on it. This is a town of like 300 people, so they got all these like
buy one
working
headstone,
bees
get
and
one
shit.
free.
Yeah. But not the headstone, the
Just
plots.
the plot. Yeah. Buy one plot, get one free. How are you? Oh my God. How are you? Like, where is this town? Is this town near?
It's the cheapest place in the country to get a house or land because it's the most remote. So South Island, West Coast, Southwestland. Like what they did was apparently back in the day they would just like ride a horse for a day and be like, boom, put a peg here. This is a town. This is a settlement place. We're gonna, I don't know. I guess the British government would be like, put a mill there.
Yeah.
Something.
And that's a town. Was it? It's a hamlet unless it has a church in it. Then it's a.
Oh yeah, build a church.
village?
They've all
Yeah.
got churches. Yeah.
They've all got churches.
See, what my granddad did was back in the God knows when, the 70s, I guess, early 70s,
Yeah.
60s. He was working on a boat, like a merchant boatman, and he came to a port in New Zealand, and he was like, "Fuck going back to England."
Yeah.
So he actually like packed up his rucksack, everything, but he left one shirt in his locker, and he kept the sleeve hanging out and closed the door, so it looked like his locker was like packed full of clothes,
Full of things. Yeah.
And then he fucked off, and he just kept taking the road as far as it would go until the road actually ran out. They hadn't finished completing the state highway.
Yeah.
Loop. So
And that's was the
and
town.
then he was like, "Well, I'm definitely far away enough from those motherfuckers on their boat," and so he just like said, "Yo, you need any guys to help cut down the trees?"
Yeah.
Which is all you seem to be doing in this town. And they're like, "Yeah, hell yeah, what's your name?" "Eric." "Ah, jump on." He never went back to England.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
He had he's like, I guess he was like 40 something then, and
also
I have no idea.
Your family isn't long-standing Kiwi.
Well, yeah, he married my grandma who had been there. I'm actually fifth generation West Coast South Islander.
Oh wow! So they all were in that area.
Yeah, there's always been someone going backwards in my lineage who has been there, so that's how I get the fifth thing. But so if I ever have a kid, I'll be like, "Please, can you just
live in the South?"
No, just give birth there. You know, you could be like, I'm trying to get like to 7.
Yeah. If you get 7, you get a free coffee.
You get magical powers.
You get magic powers if you're a 7th generation in the same area.
Like the 7th son of the 7th son.
The 7th son of the 7th son. Wow.
There's something
that's so
biblical
deep
about that.
That's so deep. The 7th son of the 7th son.
That's funny though, because if you don't have children, it means like all through evolution, since the beginning of time, monkeys and all that evolution. And then it gets to you, and you're the one person in that lineage of line that didn't breed.
Yeah.
Because you just got so comfortable with your life. You're just like, you know what? I got Netflix. I got a fridge full of food.
I can chill. I can just chill out. And
I can get Uber Eats. Like, what's the point of
I'm gonna be
having a family to help till the land?
I'm gonna be that person in my family.
The one who stops the line?
Yeah, I think I'm the one that stops the line.
Yeah, my brother and sister have already had kids, so that's,
You don't have to worry now.
But I feel like my genes are superior to theirs. So.
Oh, yeah. You have the same genes, right?
This is, I don't know.
Still. I'm still superior to them in every way.
No, they're much better people than I will ever hope to be, I think.
Well, I'm an only child, so I have the burden and the gift. I have the power to stop my lineage.
That one pair of Levi's.
Yeah. And they're tight. They're real tight.
Oh, man.
Just so that it squeezes my testiculars. And
I did have a really good pair of jeans once. I think they were like 501s or something, and they fit me so well. And then, you know, after like 3 years of wearing them every day, they just like turned to tissue paper and fell apart. And I always wanted to just find a pair like that, but I never.
You'll never find that same pair of jeans. It doesn't matter if you go buy a brand new pair. Like, you'll never find them. I brought home 3 pairs of jeans the other day, and they already just don't fit me right. Like, they just
what, already?
Yeah, they just don't. They just don't.
Too confident in the shop when you're like looking in the
yeah.
window. I look great in these.
Yeah, my ass looks fantastic.
Yeah, and you get like kind of a disconnect from the actual wearing of them.
Yeah.
Until like a week later, you're like, these are way too tight.
Yeah.
What was I thinking?
Yeah, essentially.
I had that one time with a pair of vinyl pants in a shop, and
vinyl pants.
It was kind of like a vinyl mixed with something, so they were like breathable.
Yeah,
but they were way too small. But the woman in the shop was like, "You look great,"
and I
was just like, "Oh my god!" Like, you know,
thank you.
Wow, yeah. Like no one ever said to me, "They look great." You know?
Yeah.
And so I spent the like $70-$80, whatever the pants cost. And I got home and looked in the mirror. I was like, I do not look great.
I look like shit.
Yeah. She just wanted to fucking sell them.
Why did she lie to me? I would have bought a different pair of pants if she didn't lie to me.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. I stopped trusting her after that. I didn't go back to the shop.
Yeah. Why would you? I think, yeah.
It's blown. I don't need people to blow smoke up my ass.
Yeah.
Get that enough myself.
You can't even get smoke up my ass with these pants on. They're so tight.
Where do you think that saying comes from?
I don't know.
Blowing smoke. Kissing someone's ass is like more than kissing their ass. You're actually like puckering your lips and being like,
yeah.
Does that feel good? Probably does feel good. Having some warm smoke blowing up your ass.
This is a weird conversation, Dan.
That's the whole point of this, isn't it? No, it wouldn't go in though.
It wouldn't go in. It would stay at the surface and bounce off.
Air and gas only goes out of your bum.
Unless you were really, really dedicated to the idea of getting it up there. Like you needed tube.
Raspberry.
You need a tube. Oh god.
Right. Yeah, tube. Tube. Right, you tube and then you blow the smoke up there. And then you blow the
smoke into the tube. Yeah.
Haven't Jackass done that yet?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think they've
Hey, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and today I'm blowing smoke up Steve-O's ass.
Yeah.
Vape it, yeah.
And that's it.
And then he farts it out, so.
Yeah, and that's the whole skit. Like.
Yeah, that's entertaining 30 seconds.
I think I would stop.
They did the fart helmet once.
What's the fart helmet?
It's like wearing a space helmet.
Yeah.
And then he's got like a chair. He's like keeps farting in it. And then he like actually puts some like shit in it.
Oh.
And then he like vomits in the space helmet.
That sounds like the worst possible thing you could ever do to yourself.
Yeah. Like you get paid a lot of money for it, so.
Next to self-circumcision. Self-circumcision would be the number one thing. The old prick and snip. Snip a prick.
Yeah.
Snip a prick. There you go. I keep forgetting that prick is a British word for penis.
Do you?
Yeah.
What were you thinking then? You got to prick it?
You got to prick it. You know, like poke it. Like poke it with your finger. You poke it to get it excited, and then you prick it.
And then you cut it?
Yeah, then you cut it.
You don't.
You snip it.
If I'm going to get a circumcision, I want my penis to be as flaccid as it can be.
Are you sure? Because you don't want you want the extra skin. You don't want all of the skin.
I want, what? I don't know. Like, are you circumcised?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's common in the States, right?
Yeah, it's just a thing.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird.
I've got the story for that too. I've got I
bet you do.
Like I know the history of circumcision to a certain degree. Like it was popularized by a Jewish doctor in the 1950s.
What a salesman.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, check this. How about this? You cut off
the dick. Yeah, you cut off part of the dick. No, it was advertised as the cleaner way to have a penis. Like it was just advertised as.
What was happening before that then? Just like
smegma everywhere. Yeah. Just moldy dicks.
God.
Just a bunch of moldy dicks. That's what that book
This is before soap existed.
Yeah, it's before this is pre-soap.
I don't know, like even if I don't use soap on her, I don't know how bad it's gonna get. Like, what's he gonna do with it that it has to be?
God. Oh.
So I keep going though with the story. Is there more to it?
No, so that was it. It was a doctor in the 1950s that got everybody in the United States on this cleaner peen campaign. This cleaner penis campaign.
Yeah.
And
Cleaner peener.
cleaner peener. Yeah, the cleaner peener campaign.
I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, see,
like-
and that's how it's sold.
Yeah.
He just came
It
up
rhymes.
with it. Yeah, if you make it rhyme,
You've
it
heard of
sells.
Alpha on the Shelf.
Yeah.
This is chop on your cock.
Yeah. Next year we have CIA Santa, which is actually a reference to Duncan Trussell. Funny enough,
What is?
CIA Santa. Fuck Elf on the Shelf. It's CIA Santa. He
Doesn't
tells
rhyme though.
he tells the CIA everything. He even tells them when it's not Christmas. He just tells the CIA everything.
You've lost me.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tangent. Yeah.
I thought we were talking about dicks.
Yeah, we are. We're talking about dick snips.
Yeah, I've never had anybody who wasn't circumcised,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
brag about, you know, it's that much. But I've definitely had like a few guys who have been circumcised being like, oh, it's definitely better, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but how would we know?
I heard the studies are divided. Like some studies say like there's less chance to get an STD. Others say there's more, blah, blah, blah. One guy told me, he was like, it takes me longer to come. I'm like, I don't want less sensation. Like,
well, it's, yeah, I don't know. I've never looked up the differences between a circumcised and uncircumcised penises, and like,
because they do it when you're a baby. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
need
yeah.
somebody who's like 30.
and they've got
They've
circumcised.
yeah, and then do it. Actually, I think I had some friends in Indonesia that did it at that age because
Oh God! Oh.
because they like when you marry a woman there, they're
Yeah.
usually Muslim, and then you've got to change to Islam, and so if you're really into it, you'll actually like go the full hog and like, you know, get the chop
Get
on
the
your
snap.
log.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chop on your log.
Yeah,
The old log chop.
yeah. They
Okay.
do it though with the kids there when they're like 10 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they get really into it because it's like it's a big thing. You're sunat, and it's the day you get heaps of candy and everything, and so
And your dick snipped.
yeah. But I think most of the reason that they want to do it is because it's like all the candy they get on that day.
Oh God, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Not worth it. Not worth it in my mind, at least. I don't know about them, but could we take a little break here?
Let's take a cut.
Yeah, let's do a little cut.
So, okay, snip.
Oh God. Oh. Why would you use the word snip?
Because I'm gonna use that tool later on the editing software too.
Tool?
Yeah, there's a tool. So stop.
It's Giovanni Giorgio. Every time. It's so just for a
Everybody
little
calls me George.
bit of, Giorgio. For a little bit of reference, at the beginning of the recording, we hear a click, 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 and it
Yeah. I don't even know how to. We can't record it because it's the sound
it's
before the
before
yeah.
the recording. Yeah.
Oh, actually, I can do it. I can record it. If maybe I'll turn it on, and then don't know what we're talking about. My name is Giovanni Giorgio.
It's a meme currently in rotation,
Yeah.
and it's the best.
Fans
meme.
of Daft Punk will.
Yeah.
know.
Is it? Wait, is it a Daft Punk reference?
It's the song by Daft Punk. Have you not listened to Random
never-
Access Memories?
No, I've never heard that song.
That's the funny thing about the album is like they made that album. It was an amazing album. It went number one. Then they didn't do anything for about 7 years, and then they broke up. It's like, yeah, I achieved to
Daft
that
Punk.
level of,
Yeah,
you know,
we're
I'm
done.
gonna do something great, and then just rest on it, do nothing for another 7 years, and then just be like, okay, I'm retired now, I quit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. What a baller move.
But they did also. I guess they were like, look, we can't beat this.
Yeah.
We're gonna release a
We can
lesser
never top-
album
we
and be
can never
known
top
for that.
this.
I bet they've got all these fucking secret tracks though that, you know, they've been writing and Well, they're gonna do a comeback at some point, of course.
Of course. It's like original Coke.
What, they made new Coke, and everyone
Yeah.
was like, we don't want new Coke.
No, yeah, they brought out the new recipe at one point in the 90s,
And they called it New Coke,
and they called it New Coke,
and everyone hated it.
and everyone hated it. Everyone was like, "Bring back!" And then they released original Coke, and Coke sales shot through the roof.
Oh.
It's genius. It's like the ultimate.
But the original Coke was the one with actual Coke in it, like cocaine.
Yes.
The urban legend says.
No, it's true. No, it's true. It had cocaine in it.
Yeah, no wonder everyone fucking loved it.
Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
like yeah.
Right. Yeah, from
It
the
had
coca
coca
leaf,
coca
where
leaf in it,
Coke
yeah.
comes from. Yeah.
So it had a very stimulating and addictive
Hoja de
prospects.
coca no es droga. What does that mean? La hoja de coca no es droga.
Something the coke is not a drug.
Yeah, the leaf of the coca plant is not a drug.
The leaf.
Yeah, because like in South America, they just chew on it constantly. It's like
Stimulant.
or a cure, or like just I don't
Yeah.
know. It's like you don't get hungry, you don't get thirsty. It keeps you like pepped up and
Because
Yeah.
it's the plant that derives into
Yeah.
cocaine.
yeah. But I've been there and I've like chewed on my fair share of it. Like
Yeah.
I was there when I was like 18, so I was like, give me a bag. How much for like a kg? They're like 10 cents. Like
Cool.
whoa, okay, and
It's
like
like 2.
yeah, and just chewing on that shit, but you don't get high. They've got also these like this kind of like clay, kind of gray Play-Doh that you can like stick in there with it, which is supposed to like accelerate the process, kind of like a catalyst.
Oh.
Yeah, that can kind of numb your mouth a little bit.
Does it make it more intense?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like because you keep it on the side of your mouth, right?
Yeah.
And then
Like-
so you can like stick
Like
it
right
on
here
that.
in your gums.
Yeah, like some guys have got like big blowing out kind of cheeks because they sit around fucking boom. It's like sesame seeds, like you get hardly any nutrition out of a sesame seed. Like after you've cracked it open. And,
Are you saying sesame seeds are like
suck.
cocaine? That's what I'm
yes,
getting.
that's
Yeah.
totally
Yeah,
what I'm
is that
saying.
what you're
Yeah.
saying?
If you want to get
They're
high,
They're fucking good. Yeah, sesame seeds are delicious. They definitely invoke the same brain reactions that cocaine does for me, at least
Oh
personally.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You get high on sesame seeds.
Yeah, I get high on sesame
You ever
seeds.
snort that?
No, that's insane.
Why?
Ingest and
All right. Inject.
inject.
Yeah.
Ingest and inject
Nice.
only. Don't do that at home, kids.
Yeah. Anyway, so
I really hope there's no kids listening to this. I really, really hope.
I clicked when I upload it to YouTube. There's a button
Yeah.
that says, "Is this content made for kids? Is it not made for kids?" Not.
No, this is not made for kids.
Because a while ago they removed the comment section for any kid content.
Oh, so
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
make any like rude comments or anything.
Yeah, or it's like to stop pedophiles and shit,
Yeah.
I guess, or whatever.
Creep.
But I followed this. It was called SBSK. It's really good. It's called Special Books by Special Kids, but that's how it started out. But what it is now is basically this guy goes around interviewing people who have like all sorts of diseases and disabilities and such that you've probably never even heard of, and he'll interview people like they're like they're blind or they're like teeth are kind of out, they're very
Yeah.
But I really like watching that show because it just like normalizes the idea of what it is to be a human. Like it's not
From a grander's point of view, like
yeah.
No, I get
And
it.
because you don't want to walk down the street and see someone who is like, and you're like, wow,
yeah,
you want to be like, they just want to be treated like
humans.
yeah.
They
Every
wanna be
time he
treated like
interviews them,
people.
he says, what do you want people to do when they meet you?
Yeah.
And they all say the same thing. It's like, I would like them to say, hi, how are you?
Yeah. Hey, what's your
Right.
name?
Yeah, not why does your skin look like it's inside out?
What are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they just
Yeah.
and I anyone listening, I recommend check out the SBSK channel. But I remember they were like really annoyed when they removed the comment channel
Yeah.
because for them it was a big way for other people who had that same
Even kids.
parents of kids,
Yeah.
and just families and whatever who had the same condition, you might be like 1 in a million people gets this condition, right?
Yeah.
And so, oh wow, there's a video interview on it, so
Specifically about this condition. Yeah.
You know, place for people to connect and that,
Yeah.
and then they remove because a lot of the people with these conditions are kids, so then they removed that. They were like trying to fight to keep it, but YouTube was like, "Nah, sorry,
Sorry, we can't allow this.
yeah."
This is too real.
But I think they still uploaded like snippets to Facebook so they could like connect to each other on there or something. Yeah, it was a really, really humbling and great thing, and because it's actually kind of hard to look at someone who's
different.
It's like and really
Very
different.
different.
Like a burn victim, like
Yeah.
super burn, and like the teeth are showing out, and it's like and they're
How do you get past that?
and, you're kind of a bad person if you can't stomach sitting next to another human.
I don't know. I would actually argue. I think it's quite understandable to. I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. Can we? We're not. Can we just acknowledge something? So I'm sitting in a room right now. I got a beer in my hand. Dan also
Me too.
has a beer that he's working on currently. He just opened the bottle with a bottle opener. Wow. But he used it the wrong way completely.
I used it because the right way has been so ground down from my bottle opening that it doesn't work anymore. So it works better in reverse.
Okay. Okay. So
I got this from my brother's. I was not a
I
bridesmaid,
just had to acknowledge
a
that.
groomsman. Yeah, I was a groomsman at my brother's wedding, and see
Well-
my initials there, DP.
What were you?
What comes to mind when you see DP?
I don't know.
Because the other groomsmen were like, DP, huh, double penetration.
Oh God.
Okay, that's the kind of porn you're into. I know that now.
Like two peens?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yep. Oh my God.
You ever done that?
No.
no,
No. Let's not talk about this.
R13. Yeah, no.
No, we're not R13, but
R16.
at least, at the very least, we are R16, which I doubt. Any. If you have a child out there, please don't let them listen to us.
Yeah, if you are listening now, anyone who's listening now, just turn it off.
Just turn it off.
Because
Just
we're
stop.
about to say some real fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just for me and Devin to listen to later and to recognize how bad
Yeah.
we are
Yeah,
and people, and to tell our therapist.
This is our memo for what goes through our brain,
Yeah,
essentially.
and we're kind of ad-libbing this one. We didn't really plan too much out. We never do.
Mm.
I think they're coming still.
It's the name of the game. It's
The
name of the
game. You just lost the game.
Oh my God! After so much time, I haven't lost the game more than with you than I ever have in my entire life.
Mm-hmm. The only thing you have to say
what are
that
you,
you lost
12?
the game when you lost the game. Yeah,
I lost the game.
yeah, that's like the only rule of the game.
Yeah.
That means I lost the game or not because I brought it up.
Yeah.
I also lost it.
Yeah, you also because
Okay, I lost the game too.
So basically, how it starts is you say, "I lost the game."
Ah,
and
right,
you're like,
right.
Fuck, I lost the
this
game.
better than me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've played the game for quite a while now.
What about Jinx? Is that a big thing in the States?
Oh yeah. Well, when you're like 5 or 6, you know,
Oh, I played that well into my teens.
into your teens.
Yeah, yeah. And
That's
then
so
you've got
bizarre to
like
me.
you can't get out of Jinx until
You buy someone a Coke.
no, we don't. Oh, Coca-Cola. They must have started that. No, we had until they say your name. I think. So you would to get out of it, you would because you'd ignore them because you can't speak. Because if you speak, you get a punch in the arm, right? Is that what you do?
Oh no.
So this the rules I had in New Zealand was like if somebody says something, we finish each other's sandwiches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they're like Jinx. So you can't speak, and if you do speak, I'm allowed to punch you in the arm. So the way you get out of it is,
Someone has to say that person has to say.
so
your
you
name.
ignore me. So then I'm like, Devin, and then it's when I'm like trying to get your, I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, Devin, and then you're like,
Yeah.
you said my name, I'm unjinxed now, and like, fuck.
Yeah.
It kind of works with the whole.
Okay.
Well, how do you guys play Jinx?
You
Just buy them a Coke.
Yeah, you just buy them a Coke.
Fucking hell, that's Obviously,
It's
Coca-Cola.
capitalism.
like-
It's
yeah,
capitalism at its finest, right there.
Yeah. Damn.
So we got it so ingrained in the childhood that you even had like
Have you actually
10-year-old.
bought someone a
Oh
Coke?
fuck yeah! I've bought
Really?
plenty of fuck
Really?
yeah! I've bought plenty of people Cokes.
Because you couldn't speak until you'd bought a
Mhm,
Coke for that
mhm.
person. Damn. Cokes are not, Coke's like,
Oh, they're pretty cheap in the States.
yeah. I was actually,
You can get it for like $1.
the weird thing is like water is more expensive than Coke now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then Coca-Cola just started making water
Mm-hmm.
because they just used the water from their factory. Like,
Aquafina is owned by Coca-Cola. Aquafina
How
is
did
one of the
we-
biggest brands in the United States.
yeah.
So much to the point that in Shang-Chi in Legend of the Ten Rings, the Marvel movie,
Haven't seen that yet, but yeah.
the main actress in that, her stage name is Aquafina. That's
Why?
I don't know. Sponsoring maybe.
Uh-huh. Isn't she like a rapper or something?
Yeah, she's also a rapper.
She's the rapper Aquafina.
Aquafina, yeah.
Oh, okay, so she chose it herself probably because it just sounds
Possibly.
fucking cool.
Possibly. She spells it
Fine.
differently too, so maybe that's to avoid
Right.
copyright laws. What was it? It was Jinx, Poke, you owe me a Coke.
Oh, you poke as well.
Yeah, you poke them.
Okay.
So there was assault added into this
Yeah.
game.
Wow. This keeps getting better.
Yeah, the fuck did you just do to me? Did you just poke me?
Mm.
Yeah, I got into
Like Facebook when it started. Poke this person. Poke it. Poke them.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It's so weird that they did that.
When did that stop? I don't even remember that being like I just
I think it stopped pretty quickly because it's fucking weird to be like.
poke someone like
I remember just like poking someone and they poke me back and I poke them back and it was like we'd like we never even talked to each other. We just like kept poking each other
Poking.
for a couple of years.
that's how some relationships start. You just poke each other for a couple of years.
Yeah. Yep, been there, done that.
I think we've all been there and done that.
Yeah.
Anyone over the age of 25 has definitely been there and done that.
Yeah, foreplay. Now I'm gotten better at it. Now I'm at 5 play.
The fuck is 5 play?
Just like foreplay but better.
Oh my god, it's one extra.
Yeah.
It's like 4 play but one extra. We just passed a weird moment where both of us were drinking out of our beer at the same time and the mic went silent. I like the silence. The silence sits with me. You know, it gives the audience a moment of reflection.
True. Why am I listening to this, I think?
So, we should probably do our podcast deed and try to talk about a particular subject matter.
Right. We
You know?
definitely should.
We got to stay true to the name. We got to stay true to resetters.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Resetting reality.
Yeah. We're resetting reality. We're resetting your perception on reality. We want you to look at the world in a different place after every podcast.
And the thing we're going to talk about is...
Cut. Giorgio. I'm still surprised that
No,
it's
we wrote down on the paper.
Yeah.
Philosophy be now tells
Yeah.
got the spoons.
No, I know. But can we just talk about Daft Punk again for a second?
Okay.
So, when did they come to fame? How long did they actually go for? Because they went for like 60 years or something like that, didn't they?
No. They first album came out in the 90s.
Oh.
Giovanni Giorgio is the guy who invented disco.
Oh.
He was kind of the first one to like get like a click track that
Yeah.
and like everything's got to be to the dance beat. So I want the sounds of the future. What's the most futuristic sound?
Yeah.
The synthesizer.
Yeah.
So use the synthesizer, and obviously that's what Daft Punk did too. They probably grew up listening to Giovanni Giorgio and inspired them because they came to prominence in the 90s. So Giovanni's in the 70s. So
Yep. They would have been around
their whole life they're probably listening to this guy who's got some killer tracks, but maybe sounds a little bit dated
to modern viewers.
yeah. Where Daft Punk is, well, you definitely know it wasn't made in the 70s.
Yeah. It
It's so repetitive.
Yeah, it is.
It's like, but they
It's
make
house.
it work.
It's house
No, but
music.
Daft Punk like repeat shit like intensely, but the way they just like, make the nuance changes and the phasers or whatever. And they were,
Okay. Yeah, thanks for talking to me about Daft Punk.
I think they have 4 studio albums.
Really?
Daft Punk. I can't remember them.
Daft Punk and 3 more.
Yeah.
Yeah. whatever
Yeah,
those
yeah.
3 more are called. No, good. Yeah, thanks. I knew
Plus one live album.
I knew bringing up Daft Punk would get me some nuggets of knowledge, some nuggets of information.
It's a great name for a band.
Nuggets of knowledge?
Huh? Yeah.
Nuggets of knowledge?
Don't you think though? Like,
Yeah.
Daft Punk, you're like, what genre is it? Because it sounds like punk.
Yeah.
You think, but it's not.
It's not.
They cut, yeah.
There's no punk.
It's punk. It's Daft Punk.
It's Daft Punk.
Daft Punk is playing at my house. My house. Dun, dun, dun. You know that song?
No, I don't.
LCDC sound system?
Oh.
LCD sound system.
LCD, yeah. LCDC.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like it's like a
LCDC.
blend between
Damn, oh,
ACDC and
shit.
LCD sound
That
system.
would be awesome.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Just like house, ACDC.
Bam, bam,
Thunderstruck. Thunderstruck. I was cold in the mountain in the middle of the night. Dun, dun. Two cats. What's your band called?
Boots and Cats.
My band is called LCDC.
LCDC. We're a cover band that only does LCD sound system
Yeah.
and ACDC.
Yeah. And you're in a band that is like a guy beatboxing. So
Yeah,
Boots and
yeah,
Cats.
yeah. Boots and Cats and Boots and Cats
You
and
have to get
Boots and
better at it
Cats.
though. You have to like mix it up a little bit. Like throw some mice in there. Mice.
Mice and boots and cats and mice
Yeah.
and boots and cats and mice.
Just start with animals
mice, big,
and keep going.
boots and cats and mice and big, and boots and cats and
Cockroach.
Cockroach.
Roach Motel.
Yeah, Roach Motel. So what?
My sister went to a literal Roach Motel the other day.
What is it like? A motel full of roaches?
Oh, yeah, and purposely done.
Where? What?
Yeah. Like they had like, you know, the little mini carpet and the mini stairs and the light, like a fucking like fancy hotel, but it's overrun by cockroaches. So there's like stains around. There's just fucking cockroaches running around.
Oh my god! On purpose?
Yeah, they've built this. Yeah, yeah, on purpose.
Why?
It's incredible. Would you like to see it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's why. No, it's at this place called.
I would. Yeah, I
It's
definitely
called
would.
Butterfly Creek. It's down by the airport in south of Auckland, and it's I don't know. It's some kind of, you know, like small farm. Like
Yeah.
kids go there and they got, I don't know.
No one ever visits, kind of thing.
It's not only a roach motel.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think they got donkeys and shit there.
Oh
They might even have a couple of monkeys.
That doesn't make any sense. Monkeys in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Mammals don't belong in New Zealand. It's for the birds. It's for the
Yeah,
birds.
true. Or the lizards.
The lizards and the birds.
Yeah, sure. We did. Oh no. No, because the bird's not a mammal. So the moa.
No,
No.
moa don't count. They're birds. They're just big birds. They're prehistoric birds.
Yeah, incredible. They said they could kill a man, a moa.
I'm not surprised. They were
Like-
fucking terrifying.
Yeah, yeah. Kick you in the
It was
chest.
so
or
scary. They're
break your neck
huge.
with their beak.
They're fucking huge. They were massive, and they got eaten by eagles that were bigger than them.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine that. Just take a second. So
House eagle.
there's a bird that's big enough to kick somebody to death with a single kick. That bird was hunted by an eagle that could lift it up off the ground.
Yeah, the house eagle.
And we, as primates, were like,
Fuck that up.
fuck those things. let's
Yeah.
kill those things.
I think it was like it was hard to kill the eagle,
Yeah.
you know? But after they killed the moa, the eagle was like, that's all I ate.
Yeah.
And he
yeah.
couldn't get the humans because the humans are like watching out, like, oh, here comes that fucking eagle.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
that
yeah,
eagle.
yeah.
You know, let's hunt him down. And, but that would be scary, though, living in a country where they're like, don't leave your baby around because the fucking house eagle might come pick it up.
Don't leave your fucking horse around.
Oh, shit. But it would be totally, you know, like endangered and saved by the government. So they'd be like, look, if your horse or your baby gets eaten, it doesn't matter. You can't kill the bird.
Yeah.
There's not many of them left.
It's protected.
Yeah.
Oh, I like your little... I'm going to totally kick that at some point.
Kick it. Can you kick it?
Can you kick it?
Yes, you can.
Yes, can. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's quite interesting to.
The Bluetooth is ready to pair.
To what? Why would that distract you?
There's no reason why.
Why are you confused?
Yeah, no, there's no reason why.
Everything
Is
is okay. Reset.
reset.
Reset. Reset.
69. That is the worst noise I have ever heard in my life. Easily. Yeah. Can you never do that again?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's better. That's actually better.
Sounds way better
Yeah.
after hearing that last one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stop.
Okay, I'm throwing it away now. Thank you, Siobhan.
It's okay. You're gonna be the one that has to edit this anyway. So I'm not that worried about it.
Yeah.
You're the one that's gonna have to go through and cut. Oh God.
Sorry, that was not in your face.
No, but that was still disgusting.
Okay, I want to just like tell a little story though. The first time we ever tried to talk like this on mic, we did a pilot, and it's now known as the fart pilot.
The fart pilot.
Baptiste didn't say his name, so I just said like, his name is, and then I farted in the mic, but I didn't realize that I was holding the mic like right in front of Devon's face. So it's like farted right in his face.
Insert clip here.
Yeah, and that's when we knew we definitely wanted to keep doing
Yeah.
podcasting together.
Yeah, we're like, this is the secret combo.
This is the pinnacle of my life.
This is the
I'm
off.
farting in someone's face and I'm recording it.
This is the off menu stuff. So good. It's
Off
off
menu.
menu.
Yeah. This is number 69. We only have 12 dishes. But yeah.
This is the McGangbang
Yeah.
of dishes. Oh man! So we had a piece of paper that we wrote down some particular topics on.
Yeah.
That,
It says philosophy at the top.
philosophy. That's such a. The problem is that's such a bold thing to like a broad thing to say.
Yeah, you've got to focus on one part that you know about.
Okay, I've got a question for you. That's one of the deepest things that a philosopher thinks of, like one of the four keystones of philosophy, and that's, what is it to be human? What is it from your experience
Right, that's a good
that it is
question.
to be human?
I automatically think like it makes me different from the rest of the animal kingdom, because we're like the only one that are like self-aware enough to like reconstruct our surroundings and
Yeah.
can enter the capitalist system to be like, maybe if I sell lots of plates, I'll make $1 million, and then I can like
we value
make
that.
I really like so as a human it means basically to construct your reality to the best of your ability, to what you want,
Well, I'm not talking about the technical definition of what it is to
No,
be
that's
human.
in my heart, I think, too. It's
No,
like
I know,
you have
I
to
know.
construct your own future.
But so you are the pinnacle of constructing your own future. That is what it is to be human, is to construct a future.
You'd always like, so what are you up to these days? And you gotta be like, I'm working towards this future. I'm constructing a compelling future.
So would you say that it's the ability to dream?
Boom.
The
And to attempt to, it's not even like living out the dream, but the attempt to dream it
Yeah.
in the beginning, and to have some intention to follow it.
to conceptualize an idea past its current existence.
Yeah, and that's where philosophy helps. We'd be like, whoa,
Yeah.
if I just do like Taoism and just like
It's
don't get
conceptual.
stressed about shit and live in the
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it's conceptualism. Like Buddhism talks about, you know, like everything from the Four Noble Truths of life, which are you are going to suffer, you are going to die, you are going to get old, and you are going to get sick.
Existence, life is suffering.
Life is suffering kind of thing, all the way to like, yeah, but enjoy it. But enjoy your life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Be in the moment.
Everybody's going to die is the good news and the bad news.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, I'm still eating my pasta. Wait, I'm still eating my pasta.
Wait, I'm still eating my pasta. What were we talking about?
Almost dropped my croissant.
Yeah. My little croissant. Oh, that's a French-ass sounding name.
Croissant.
My little croissant.
Yeah, we were...
Anybody that's listening that gets that reference, 10 points to Gryffindor.
Yeah, we were talking about my cup in a cake.
My cup in a cake.
No, my cake in a cup.
Did you know that you can make a cake in a mug in 2 minutes?
Oh, 2 minutes.
Like no time at all.
How long do you take to explain it?
That's it. That's all the time. Takes like
Okay, ready? See how fast you can explain how to make a 2 minute cake in the cup. Ready, steady, go.
Okay, so you take some flour, you mix it together with some cocoa powder and some baking soda. Then you, in a separate cup, take your milk and eggs, I don't remember, and you pour them together and you put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. Done.
Oh, and mix it though.
Fuck.
And mix it.
Yeah, you mix it.
Yeah, because I was visualizing that, and then I was like,
Did I forget to mix it?
Yeah,
I always forget.
I probably don't like it. And like it, you probably took a minute to explain that.
Yeah.
So it's a 3 minute.
It's a 3 minute cake in a cup. If you're
got all the
explaining it to
ingredients
somebody.
ready.
Yeah.
In front
If
of
you have everything ready, yeah.
1 of that, 2 of that, 1 of that, 3 of that. Mix it. 2 minutes in the microwave.
Yeah. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
That's how McDonald's makes their food so quickly.
No, do you know? Oh my God, McDonald's, man. McDonald's is a subject matter. McDonald's makes their food quickly by shipping the same food all across the world. They supply a particular recipe for people to make, and they make that all around the world, the exact same recipe, the exact same way. So there's McDonald's factories all over the world. Anywhere there's a McDonald's factory.
And they oversee the factory and be like, that's how you do it.
Yeah, and this is how this is made.
Right.
So people like in New Zealand are able to make the claim, New Zealand made.
Right.
100% New
And they
Zealand
just
made.
keep everybody in separate parts of the factory so they don't get to see the people treatment.
And they don't get to see their fathers or mothers or children or wives or husbands or anything.
Like, because they're working at McDonald's all the time.
Yeah, because they're always at McDonald's.
You know what's funny though? I saw a car today, and it says on the back like RMHC, which is the Ronald McDonald Hospital Center thing. So it's really weird that they've got a hospital, which is there to like help people from heart disease and all these things, named after the very thing that's putting them there.
The clown that put them there in the first place.
Yeah, clown. Yeah.
Oh my God, clowns.
There's some penance, I guess.
Yeah. How do you feel about clowns?
I think they're fucking interesting,
yeah,
because they're scary and also interesting at the same time. Like my sister and her partner and their kid, they dress up at the last 2 Halloweens. They've dressed up as clowns and
like scary clowns.
No, like the old kind of mimey ones. Like one of them's like the mimey black and white one, and the other one's like kind of more scary, a traditional kind of. But it's like nice to look at, but at the same time, it's uncanny because it's unhuman.
Do you want to know some history about clowns?
Who doesn't?
So clowns were initially introduced as a companion to something called the Harlequin, which was a particular stage piece held in the medieval times. I don't know why I have so much medieval information. Don't ask. And it was originally called the Black and White Clown. And then when clowns got popular enough that they became their own thing, they were partnered with somebody called the Red Clown.
Ooh.
And the red clown is what we think of nowadays, with the red nose and the weird eyeshadow.
Ronald McDonald.
Ronald McDonald. Yeah, Ronald McDonald look. Yeah. The weird ass Ronald McDonald look. Yeah. To come full circle. Yeah,
Right.
that's it. That's my whole history on clowns.
Huh.
Clowns are interesting, man. They're a mainstay in theater, modern and previous. One of the best clowns of the modern era.
Is it
Sacha Baron Cohen.
right? Changing his face and looking.
No,
clowny.
from Borat. Like, the guy from Borat.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
The idea of a clown is to make a statement on something, like in a
Right, adopt a persona.
non-aggressive way.
Like, are you Bozo the clown, the kind of drunk one, or are you
Kind of,
Fluffy
yeah.
the clown, the
Yeah.
shy one, or like some really there's several levels to the layers of clowns, I guess.
Clownism.
The mime.
Yep.
Imagine being a mime podcaster. A mime podcaster.
just a 2-hour quiet podcast.
Yeah,
Like-
but with a video, obviously. So
Oh yeah, so you can see.
see,
That's called vidcasting.
is that what it's really called?
Yeah, it's called vidcasting.
Oh, so I've been like YouTubing shit wrong. Maybe if I'm trying to find podcasts on YouTube and I'm like,
No,
when I see them, I should be searching for vidcasts.
vidcasting.
Devin wants to call this a space cast, and
Yeah, I
I
want
was
to call it a space cast.
technically we are flying through space
Because
right
we're
now.
in space. We're in space. It's a reference to the Midnight Gospel.
And
which
that's
is
why you can't go back in time, because if you go back in time a day ago,
Oh
you'll be like hundreds of thousands of kilometers in a different location in space.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier.
On the car ride here, yeah.
This still just blows my mind.
Because I wanted to go back in time and talk about this. So we're actually time traveling right now because we're reliving the moment. We're sitting next to each other, but in a different time frame.
Yeah,
But having the same conversation
yeah.
about going back in time. It's a fucking Christopher Nolan movie.
We are time travel. We are the essence of time travel. Right now, between me and you,
Yeah.
time travel.
1, 2, 3. We're traveling into the future
Yeah.
together right now.
Together.
Yeah. I was
Together.
if you're moving forward, that also means something's coming towards you, right?
Yeah.
So I heard this good quote from this guy today, and it's on this show called Love on the Spectrum. So they're like taking all these ASD people out on dates and like getting to, because a lot of them really want to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, It's a big goal in their life that's quite hard to achieve in, the neurotypical society.
Yeah.
And so anyway, and then this guy, he's gone on a few dates, and then he says, I can feel love coming towards me.
Yeah.
And Rose, our flatmate, was like, that's a beautiful line. I was like, that is great.
Oh, it's great. It's beautiful.
And then they're falling in. It's a really beautiful show, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you watch something like The Bachelor, everyone's trying to be like the fakest.
Yeah. Everyone's trying to be the best.
To date
for,
someone or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
And this one's like, who's trying to be the realist? Because they're often like kind of doing a filter. They'd be like, I really, can't be with you because you're not into dinosaurs or something.
I love it so much. I love this realist fucking TV. Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
You mean reality TV?
Yeah, but like not reality TV, but like reality TV.
Oh, real reality
real
TV.
reality, like where they're honest.
LEG, keep it real. Keep it real.
Yeah, keep it real.
But keep it real because real is not real anymore.
No, we got fake real and we got real.
Yeah.
Make it real again.
Speaking of doing like advertisements, slogans.
Oh yeah.
Can you do a few while I go grab myself a drink from the kitchen?
Yeah. Pause.
Okay, have fun.
Have you ever struggled with conversating with people? Try new drugs. Try drugs. Drugs and alcohol. Well, alcohol is a drug. I got through one.
Okay. It'll be a surprise for me. Cause
Yeah. Here we go. Pause. Whoa, that echoed.
I'm good at that, eh? I had one friend, he had a iPhone, and he kept using his iPhone to open his fucking beer. Do you know what happened?
Did he break his iPhone?
Yeah. The
Of course
glass
he broke
fucking
his
shattered on it. And because I knew he had this new iPhone, and I was like, ew, like, he's kind of a techie guy, too.
Yeah.
You know, he's always on his Mac. And it was all smashed. I was like, what happened, man? And he didn't want to tell me. Because he's too embarrassed. It's like such a fucking dumb thing to do. Like,
That's so ridiculous. Why would you open your beer with your phone? Why would you do that?
maybe you're an alcoholic.
12 signs you may be an alcoholic.
How many iPhones have you lost?
Have you lost? Either through accident or purpose.
Do you know what was funny? Over in Indonesia, like I would have to every time I lost my phone, I would have to go to the police station. No, that's wrong. Every time I lost my bank card.
What?
Yeah. Every time I lost my bank card, I would have to go to the police station and get a note from the police to be like,
My bank card
and
was
they'd
missing.
be like, what happened? And I'd be like, I had it. And then I checked and I didn't have it. You know,
I lost it.
Yeah. And then they're like, okay, we'll write that up. And then I have to take that letter to the fucking bank. And after like 3 times, I just stopped. I was like, I got to stop losing it. This sucks. I hate doing this.
After the first time, that should have been your go-to, is to not lose it.
It wasn't a time in my life where I was, keeping things well.
Yeah. Where you were onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's
It's so weird though that because
Yeah.
you could just say anything to the police. I don't know, like, what do they think they're going to catch someone later and be like, "Hey, you've got someone's card that isn't yours." Well, we have that on paper file back here somewhere.
Someone lost it.
I think I remember that
you found
a
it.
few weeks ago, maybe.
Oh my god, that'd be terrible.
Because they did it on a typewriter too. It wasn't even like in a database system or something.
So they had to go through paper files to actually find.
Yeah, so he's like, "Okay, what's your name?" And he's like, "Tick, tick, 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 tick." And then at the end, it was like supposed to be a free service or something like that.
Yeah.
But they like really labor over it a little. So
Yeah.
you're like, okay, like you're doing me. I mean, I've been here like half an hour, like so I'm obviously doing you a big favor.
Yeah.
So look, here's $5, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, yep. And they had the funniest thing was on the wall behind him. I shouldn't say it's funny, but they had these photos of these men. Maybe it was like 15 men. And about half the photos had big X's through them.
Oh my god.
I know, like
they had killed them?
yeah.
Oh my god.
I know. It was like really. So they'd bring, I guess, some of those guys into the office. Maybe I don't know, and be like
Something. Yeah.
and be like, look, you know him? We killed him. You know him, don't you?
Oh my god.
We killed him. Look, we're looking for these guys. Your photo might be up here too. Like it was just
That's so dark.
I know. Yeah. Maybe not 15, but it was like, maybe there's 7 guys in that area.
Some
'Cause
people,
there's like 10 million people in the city. So this is the middle of the city too, like real downtown. So, there's bound to be some guys that need to be hunted.
See, I don't have any crazy stories like that. I don't have any I've lived in some weird places in the world, and
Indonesian police, every time I interacted with them, was fucking weird. Like, one
Yeah.
time, a guy pulled a knife on me one time, right?
Yeah.
So I went I said, that's not on, mate. Like, I'm going to go to the cop shop down the corner. I'm going to tell them that you did that. And he's like, you better not do that. And I was like, I don't give a shit. I'm going to fucking do it because either way, you're still threatening me.
Oh my god.
So I went down there and I said to the cop, and I was like,
This guy's threatening me. Yeah.
with a knife.
Yeah.
And he was like, what do you want me to do about it?
Oh my god.
And I was like, I want you to go there and tell him, don't do that. And he was like, he didn't want to go. I think he like jumped on my motorbike. And as we were leaving the police station, I fucking like hit a car, like denting it or something. Like,
Yeah.
and we were just like kept going. It was really awkward. I was like, fuck. And then I got him to the place where these guys were outside this bar. And
Yeah.
the guy who had, threatened me with the knife wasn't there, obviously.
Yeah. Why would he be there?
So the policeman got off the bike, and then I said, "So this is where it happened." And the policeman goes, "Where's the guy that had the knife?" And I say, "He's not here." And so the cop says, "Okay, so what do you want me to do now?"
Well, I mean, what do you expect him to do?
Yeah,
Like,
I just took him back to the police station on my fucking bike, I think. And I don't know. I guess I gave him. I don't know, maybe I gave him nothing because I was just so pissed off at his shitty attitude.
Yeah.
I was like really disturbing his day with some police business.
Yeah, with his job.
And then later, funny enough, I did get stabbed by a fucking guy on the same street.
Oh my God. Was it the same guy?
No, I don't think so. It was a different guy, I think. And then I was in the hospital, and then my good mate Dave from that street, he went to the police station to be like, "My friend got fucking stabbed. What are you doing about it? Where's the investigation?
Yeah.
Let's catch this motherfucker." And he probably talked to the same guy.
And the guy was
And
like,
he'd be like, "Shit.
not this again."
That guy was telling the...
Yeah. Oh my God.
And I don't know. I wish he was still alive. I would ask him.
Yeah.
Dave.
Dave?
Yeah.
I knew a guy named Dave when I was growing up. I wonder if it was the same guy.
Yeah, Dave. He died in a graveyard.
No, definitely not the same Dave.
Yeah. Well, actually, he died in hospital, but they found him in a graveyard.
Oh yeah.
I think he had epilepsy, and he'd like fallen on like the stones there or something.
Oh, what a morbid story.
Yeah, right.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I was there holding his hand when he died.
Oh,
His wife called me. She was like, "What the fuck are we gonna do?" You know.
yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck yeah, we should get him in the ICU," but the ICUs are full.
No, death is part of life. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the good news, though.
It's
Everybody dies. It's
everybody
not like,
does. It's
like,
not
you know,
special. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone. It's the great equalizer.
It's death is the great equalizer. I like it. That's
Yeah.
something I'm gonna use.
That's why Walt Disney's Frozen, right? He was like, "No, I'm like the most successful person in the whole fucking world ever."
Yeah, I made Disney World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like, there's definitely gonna, if there's, if it was me and I had more time, I would save my life.
Yeah.
Someone else is gonna do it. Freeze me. And fuck, he might be the smartest because we talk about like bringing back Jurassic Park dinosaurs. We got the DNA.
Yeah.
But what if you've got the whole fucking body perfectly preserved?
Yeah. Yeah. It's perfect. Well,
That's why Walt Disney's so big now, because he's gone back in time by
and
freezing his
set
body.
and set up things so that he
And
could be.
yeah. And the reason this myth about Walt Disney being frozen doesn't exist anymore is because they made the movie Frozen. So every time you search Walt Disney Frozen, only comes up with Elsa and Anna and Olaf.
Wow.
And so that whole theory, we just had to let it go.
Oh, you just blown my mind, Dan. Blown my mind.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
I've still actually not seen that movie, and I'm okay with that.
Do you know why it was so big?
Why?
Because in the end, when the princess always finds love, do you know where she finds the love?
Where?
Do you want to have a guess?
In herself?
Good guess, but it was in her sister.
Oh, and
Yeah,
not a
and they got, like,
romantic.
Yeah, like she actually got like fucked over by the guy. He was a dick. All the guys are kind of dicks, I guess. And then the sisters were kind of had this like tear between them and lost their parents. But in the end, all the love they needed was there. So
That's
finally,
That's beautiful.
it is. I know. That's why it was so big too, because it made so much sense. It was so logical to be like, of course you're gonna have more love and
In
family than you do in some
yeah.
guy you met fucking 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's the first time a Disney movie has followed that formula. Most of the time it's like, oh my God, my oppressor. I'm going to fall in love with him.
Yeah, well, Maleficent did it as well. There was like maybe it was like a mother-daughter love in that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, was there a second one that came out too?
Maleficent.
Yeah, second Maleficent?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, there's another. Well, if there isn't one that's already come out by the time this comes out, there is a second one on the way.
Hey, can I do a plug?
Yeah, of course.
I want to plug this book that was advertised to me.
What is it?
It's called The Beautiful Poetry of Donald Trump. It's like satire. Somebody's
Okay.
like, pretended that Donald Trump would write poetry, kind of based on his tweets and his like bullshit.
What would that sound like?
I don't know where my phone is, but when I find it, I'm gonna read a passage because it's pretty good.
Please do. Yeah, I would love to hear a passage from the poetry of Donald Trump. Be here now.
Be here now.
Yeah. What a weird, like, phrase to say and try to build your life around. You know? Like, build a life that you are trying to be as present as you can.
When you're constantly being hurled into the future.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't like pause it and be like,
No.
hey, look, just give me
10 minutes.
yeah, or a week. Like I really need to think about this. And it's like, too bad.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's your birthday.
Surprise.
As the Earth hurtles through space at like some incredible speed as well.
Yeah.
So are you thrust forward. So to be here now is like actually to
Be in the
move
past.
forward.
Oh yeah, to move forward.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
With
grace, it's to move forward with grace. I like it. That's a good way to look at it.
Because as we know, time travel also requires you to, move forwards or backwards.
Yeah.
So therefore, to be here now, you have to be time traveling.
You have to be at multiple points. At once.
Yeah, or just traveling.
Yeah.
But it's a time going on. So
Oh my god. Oh, that blows my mind.
does that change your original statement from be here now to like
No.
be there now?
Be a few seconds ago now.
Yeah.
No.
No, be here now.
Because the idea of be here now is to be present, to be in the moment, and to because whether or not you look at the world as constantly moving through space millisecond by millisecond, or if you look at the world from a much smaller point of view, being like, we're here sitting here doing a podcast. Yeah.
traveling on this rock.
And doing a podcast. If you look at it from that point of view,
If you can hear us, please help.
what is it? Yeah. What does it mean to be here now? Like, what is it? What does it mean to you? What do you think of?
I think it means when you're just living and you're not thinking about living.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about time because you're just kind of enjoying it,
Well,
experiencing it.
there's the classic philosophy of three modes of thought: either thought of the past, thought of the future, or observations of now. And those are the
Or observations. No, now is moving forward. Okay.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like,
Okay,
if
yeah.
you can't look at it like that, because if you look at it like that, you start on the infinite loop of
No, it's now. I get it. I get it. It's now.
yeah. It's like, what does it mean? What does it mean? Be here now.
You tell me.
To me, it means to enjoy as many moments as you can.
Damn straight.
Is to like enjoy the fact that we're sitting across the room doing a podcast, getting as much information and insight out there into the world as we can with our feeble minds.
Yeah. If you're not seeking happiness, what else should you?
What are you doing? What's the point?
Yeah.
But happiness, and that's the thing, is like, not only how do you define happiness, but how do you find happiness?
You create it. Yeah.
No, but it's by, and this is very biased of me, to say, but it's by letting go of as many earthly attachments as you can. Buddhism, yeah. In the best way possible, and being as present and in the moment as you can.
Yeah, I think that's something to.
And that's insane.
If you keep thinking that, eventually you actually are going to embody it. You don't think about it like once a week or once a month, but it's something you think about constantly, about just not being attached to material possessions and being in the moment. Eventually you will achieve it,
Well, and that's the thing, is like, I do my best to practice the Dharma. You know, I do my best to practice Buddhism
Yeah.
in a way. And I have a large bonsai collection
Yeah.
that I am very attached to. You know, like I love every one of those trees like they are my baby.
And what about, this guy the other day, he had
Oh yeah.
30 bonsai stolen one night.
Yeah.
And then they came back the next
It
night.
took another 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty fucked.
How would you feel?
I'd be devastated. But at
I
the same
distinctly
time,
remember you saying in the past, though, you're like, if I lost all my bonsai, I wouldn't care.
I would let him go.
I would
Yeah.
just-
Well, that's the thing is I would be sad initially, but I think I would be sad more so for the fact that someone felt like they needed to steal than I
Right.
would be
That's sad, yeah.
of like the loss of possessions. And that sounds weird. And
Because why are they stealing too? Like,
yeah,
why
yeah.
do you need that $1,000, $2,000? Like, what are you
Yeah.
really going to spend it on?
And they're not going to make that money back. They're not going to make that money from because the second those trees got stolen, they were over every form of social media possible,
Yeah, yeah.
and instantly the viability of them getting sold for their value was dropped to almost none.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no way they're going to make that amount of money. At best, they'll make a couple $100. So, like, what
Yeah.
makes those people?
Easy money, man. What is 200 times 40?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even know. If
Yeah.
anyone knows, can you put it in the comments?
Can you put it in the comments below?
It's definitely like enough for a new car,
We'll know you listen this far into it if you put the number in the comments below.
We might split this into 2 podcasts, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Be like the White Album.
Yeah, the White Album.
The White Talk.
Yeah, the White Talk. Oh
Fucking
gosh.
the White Noise.
Oh, we shouldn't.
You
say
know what
it.
white noise is, right?
Yeah, but we shouldn't call ourselves the White Talk.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah, oh, yeah, that sounds really bad.
yeah. YouTube red flags all
Yeah,
over.
let's call it the Black Talk.
Oh god. Oh no, that's even worse. We can call it dark or light. We can't call it black or white.
What about Grey Talk?
The gray talk. Yeah, that's fine. That's
I've got
okay.
a few grey hairs.
Yeah, I noticed my first gray hair today.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Where was it?
it's like in the center of my hair. I just happened to notice it.
Did you pull it or leave it?
I just left it. I left
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You know, you gotta let it fester.
Come to the grey side.
Yeah. Well, I'm turning 30 next year.
Look, I am your grandfather.
I'm turning 30 in 2 months.
Are you?
actually. Yeah.
Are you going to do something for your birthday? Or
Yeah, I don't know. We'll be at.
You should. You know you have to, or you have to let us do something for you.
Do you know where we'll be on my birthday?
No way.
Yeah.
Kiwi Burn.
Yeah.
Oh, anyone out there if you're going to Kiwi Burn?
Yeah, Kiwi Burn is the
But I was just talking
New Zealand version of Burning Man.
Yeah, I've never been before, but I just heard that apparently, like last year, the normal attendance is like 2,300 around
Yeah,
about that. But
roughly.
what's the gathering limit for COVID? Is it going to be? Are we going to be able to go? Or is it only going to be theme camp people?
Theme camp people only.
Yeah,
No,
'cause there's like
I don't know.
500 limits, so-
I don't really know with the release of the O strain.
But anyway, this is news. If anyone's listening, Devin and I are taking the podcast to Kiwi Burn.
Oh yeah, that's the
We're
first
going to
time
be
we've talked about
live
that. Yeah.
podcasting at Kiwi Burn as long as it goes ahead.
Yeah, we'll have
We'll be called the Soapbox.
we'll have some interviews going on. So if
Yeah, I guess
But-
it'll be Resetter's Soapbox.
Resetters Soapbox
Yeah,
or Soapbox by the Resetters.
something like
Something
that,
like that, yeah.
including ramen at midnight
Oh yeah, I'm so excited
to help
make
people
ramen.
reset. You know,
Yeah,
gotta get some noodles in you.
resetting
nudes.
the reset ramen.
And we will make noodles nude. No.
What does that mean? No, we're
No,
gonna,
because it sounds the same. Noodles.
no,
nude.
we're gonna dress them up.
You get free noodles if you are nude.
If you, oh god,
No. Everything's free at Kiwi Burn. What am I
yeah,
saying?
yeah. You get extra extra toppings if you're nude.
Extra nudes for nudes.
Extra. Yeah, you get extra noodles. You get extra noodles for
If you're
nudes.
nude.
Yeah. Oh my god, nudes for nudes.
Hand pulled noodles for nudes.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh god.
Jeremy should join us. Actually.
Yeah.
He would be like,
We
pull
have-
some noodles.
We have someone in the community named Jeremy who is
A noodle puller.
currently attempting to master the art of noodle pulling.
He's fucking mastered it, I reckon.
You think? You
Yeah.
think?
I had some the other night. It's so good.
Oh my god. I need some of those nudes. Nudes in my belly.
Yep.
That's the one thing I think I'm missing. I'm missing good noodles. I haven't had good noodles in a while.
It's getting fucking hot, man. In
It's
that
really
tiny
warm,
room.
yeah.
I'm about to buy a fan.
Yeah. Oh my god. A fan?
Yeah, because
I'm from Texas.
my room's got like just one tiny window.
It never gets hot here. It never gets.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I'm wearing 2 layers right now.
You also have no pants on
I have
because you're wearing shorts.
Shorts.
Yes,
Yeah, I
they're
have
not-
shorts. Yeah.
Dylan's Devon's not wearing any trousers.
Yeah, I'm not wearing. I'm wearing shorts. No, but yeah, it doesn't get anywhere near hot here. Anywhere near as it does it in Texas. Like it gets so hot.
The days and nights in Texas.
Deep in the heart of Texas. It's the stars at night are
Oh,
big and
big.
bright. Yeah.
Thank you.
Just so you know for future reference.
Yeah.
And-
Deep in the heart of Texas.
And anytime you say that, anytime you do that, yeah, I have to do the clap.
Yeah.
It's part
Nice.
of it. Yeah.
How do you prove you're from Texas?
Yeah, if someone goes, the stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Yeah. Yeah.
What's the next line?
I don't actually know.
The moon at night is big and white. No, just
Yeah, no, that I would not be surprised if that was something along the lines of it. Texas is notoriously racist. My experience with it is that most of the racism was targeted towards Latinos. And that,
Texas.
Yeah, in Texas.
Wow.
Well, it's because, it was Mexico.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, Texas.
Not that long ago.
Texas was Mexico, not that
They
long
even
ago,
named the
and
place next door New Mexico.
New Mexico, yeah.
Like, how big is that to fuck you in the face? Like,
yeah.
you take over your country and then
And
name.
call it New Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so a lot of that stems from that, and it was like I have some history with that. Like I have some issues with Tejano racism. So I'm Tejano. I'm Native American, Mexican, and European, and I was in the unique position of having to convince all of the races that I belong to that race. So I had the unique experience of trying to convince the Lipan Apache that I was part of their tribe, the Mexicans that I was.
How did you do that?
I didn't. I moved. I moved to New Zealand. That's how I did that.
You don't like pull out like the. What's that? The blood test thing they do.
Yeah,
now?
the ancestry.
Yeah. .com,
I did
whatever.
ancestry, and I'm like 80-something% Lipan Apache or something like that. And
Well, but they were like, but you can't show the lineage of your
You don't have
your
a
family tree.
You're not certified by the fucking tribe itself. Because you had to go through
Damn.
paperwork and all this stuff to get like approved.
Is this how
in the
you
tribe.
found this out through ancestry? Thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Because otherwise, I would have just assumed I was full white. I mean, my skin is white, but
So what did you find out?
yeah. Well, it said that I was English, Italian, and German on my mother's side, and Comanche on my mother's side.
Whoa.
And on my dad's side, I was Lipan Apache pretty much
Whoa.
all the way through with a little bit of Mexican.
You think that's why they had the pheromones thing where they got together? They were like,
Yeah,
Apache.
yeah, Apache and European. No, but so yeah, that's what I found out through my ancestry.com.
Yeah,
And
mine was really boring. I threw my mom. over.
white.
Yeah. It was like Britain and then Denmark or something like that.
Well, that's pretty
German.
cool. I mean, that's
Yeah,
still-
but it's. I would love to like have like you're talking about racism in Texas for being
yeah.
First Nation or Mexican. Like I would fucking love to have a little bit of that. You know, I'm not even part Maori. Most people in New Zealand are part Maori, and I'm like, damn it, that's so cool, man. You're
a little bit of juice in your
just a
lexicon.
fucking colonist.
Yeah, you're just
Pure colonizer.
just straight
Love
calling
it,
us.
me.
Yeah. Oh
Devin's
my god,
getting sleepy.
I'm getting yawny. Yeah, I've noticed that. It's coming out of nowhere
It's not coming out of nowhere. It's because you go to bed.
at like 10 o'clock now, at the latest normally.
And right now it's 11.
Oh my gosh.
It's 1 hour past your bedtime.
Oh my god, it's 1 hour past my bedtime.
That's also like 3 drinks past your drink. So
Yeah, no, I haven't been drinking that much.
you've had 3 drinks though, right?
Yeah, just about.
That's my point.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
usually
yeah,
happens.
Yeah, just about. Yeah, but no, it's getting towards the end here. I can feel it.
We're both doing the sign off now.
Is this the sign off?
This is the sign off.
Oh my god, this is episode 3.
Farewell, good night. So this is actually going to be one podcast, not split in 3.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
We're not
fine.
doing a
No cheating.
12-hour session
Yeah, yeah.
of podcasting. No,
Yeah,
I've got to pick up some plaster tomorrow so we can paint my room.
Ooh, what color are you painting it?
Like a light orange, like a really really
Oh,
light.
like James
orange.
did, yeah.
No. Their version of a room is so
Glowy.
It's nothing like what we're doing.
I'm thinking about painting my room black.
Yeah, you've said this before.
Did I?
Do you know what that would do?
They
Like-
say though, if it's a small room, it can create the illusion that there's more space, like a cave where you can't see the walls. That's what I'm going for.
Oh yeah.
Because it's already a small room. How could it feel much smaller if it's all black? I don't know.
I say definitely paint it black. I'd love to.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd love to see it painted black.
Yeah, but because most people like shocked, but first tell them, and then when I point out that, they're like, okay.
Yeah.
I can get back to you on that and how it goes.
Yeah,
Anyway.
please.
If it doesn't work out, then I'll paint it. You know,
Yeah. You could
Texas Rose or whatever.
paint over it. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. I
All right,
mean,
man. Love you. Thank you for
love you too,
podcasting
man.
with me
Yeah,
again.
this is good. We're gonna be back for episode 4 before too long.
Before 4 is number 3.
This is good.
Yep. Yeah, you know how to count. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Quick math.
Okay. Yeah.
Bye. Love you.
Love you all.
Sleep tight.
Stay safe. Stay sane.
Yeah.
See you soon. Do you want to know some history about clowns?